What made you want to start a review podcast, brother?
Well, I've been, I'm opinionated, and I've been involved in, I like politics, and so libertarian stuff. I'm out riding my bike or doing whatever, and I'm listening to stuff, and I want to make comments. And so then I saw Drew Hancock makes a video, and he's like, just get involved, just start something. So I'm like, okay, I'll do. And then I saw Clint Russell of Liberty Lockdown. He did a tweet, and he's like, oh, this is my podcast. It was very new, and he's like, this is gonna change how everyone. I'm gonna convert millions with this, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna review this guy's podcast, and did it solely to. I'm like, I'm gonna put this wigger in his place, right? I'm gonna shut this guy down, and so I listened to it, and I was like, okay, well, this is an okay episode. Then I listened to it again to try to prepare, and the guy won me over. So what are you gonna do? So I did his review, and I had him on the show because same reaction that you kind of got. I did Keith Knight, which I'm a big fan of. My wife said I was a little rough on him. So then I'm like, okay, well, you're not going to attract anybody to maybe, come onto the show, or, the best way is you get a bigger host, you review their show. I did that with you, Lions of Liberty, and then you get a little bit more notoriety and stuff from there. So that's kind of the angle. And at some point I want to take on a show that I dislike. It's just sometimes, you got to get through their catalog. It's a little bit unbearable. Or maybe take an episode. I heard We Are Libertarians today that was cringe as
they can be very cringe sometimes, buddy.
And so I'm thinking of doing that, but I kind of want to get a little bit more clout, notoriety before I just start to shit on people.
Yeah, before you rip into somebody, you better make sure that if you're gonna go for the king, they say you better take the king out, right?